Hola chicos! Our lesson for today is about false cognates. False cognates are words in one language that are identical or similar to the words in a second language but whose meanings are different. In this video, let me give you 5 most common false cognates that native Spanish speakers usually commit as common errors in their written and spoken English communication. When I lived and worked in Costa Rica, a Spanish-speaking country in Central America, I noticed most of my colleagues fell into the trap with the usage of these 5 false cognates. False cognate number 1, assignation. Assignation does not mean assignment. Notice how native Spanish speakers use assignation in our sample sentence. Help desk should be careful with ticket assignation to prevent assigning it to the wrong support team. This is wrong. The correct sentence should be, Help desk should be careful with ticket assignment to prevent assigning it to the wrong support team. The Spanish word asignación does not translate to the English word assignment. In English, assignation means a secret rendezvous, especially between lovers, meaning a date or an appointment. Example sentence, the lovers set a midnight assignation at the hotel. Assignment is a particular responsibility, a duty, or a job given to you. False cognate number 2 is the word reposition. Reposition does not mean to replace in English. Notice a real-life example of how a native Spanish speaker colleague of mine used reposition in an English sentence. Hazel will take her leave tomorrow as a reposition for the Saturday that she worked. This is wrong. The correct sentence is, Hazel will take her leave tomorrow as a replacement for the Saturday that she worked. The word reposición in Spanish surely means replacement in English, but the English word reposition does not mean the same thing. Preposition means to change the position of, and replacement means to restore to a formal place, or to take the place of, as a substitute, or to put something new in the place of. False cognate number 3 is the word expose. To expose does not mean to explain or expound in English. In Spanish, the word is exponer. That means to present or run a presentation that will entail explaining. Let us hear a sample sentence of a native Spanish speaker who used the word expose because what she meant was to explain. And the sentence says, let us hear from Victor to expose what his initiative is all about. He will give you the details that we need to know. But the word expose is not supposed to be used in a sentence this way. The correct way is, let us hear from Victor to explain to us what his initiative is all about, as he will give us the details we need to know. In English, expose means to leave something without a covering or a protection. For example, David exposes his wound for faster healing. Or the sentence, Beth has been exposing her body on male magazines means that Beth has been posing naked for male magazines. To explain in English is to make something clear and easy to understand, while to expound means to present and explain systematically by giving details. So, my dear Spanish students, don't use expose in a sentence when you want to say and mean is to present, to explain, or to expound. False cognate number 4 is a bit more complicated and thus will take a little longer to explain. The word is reduction. It is a form of editing in which multiple source texts are combined or redacted and altered slightly to make a single document. But do not use reduction in your English sentence when you just want to say is to edit. The Spanish word redactar means to edit in English, but we don't say to redact in English when what we want to say is to edit. If you're a government employee, you may be required to redact a document, but if you're a creative writer, editing is the tool you use to improve the presentation of your work. According to Robert Dixon, a professional writer and editor, editing is a process of working on a document to improve its structure, content, grammar, punctuation, and readability. Redacting is removing or blacking out sensitive information in an existing document. They are completely separate processes employed for very different reasons. Example sentence: the name was redacted from the court transcript, but authorities have identified him as Jonathan de la Cruz. And finally, our false cognate number 5 is the word to assist. Assist does not mean to attend or to be present. Assist means to help in English, and to attend means to be present. The Spanish word is asistir, which means to attend, but we don't say in English, I am in a hurry as I need to assist my morning classes. This is wrong. The correct way to say it is, I am in a hurry as I need to attend my morning classes. Another example could be, the secretary takes note of the meeting assistants. Is wrong. The correct way to say it is, the secretary takes note of the meeting attendance. Si deseas programar una clase individual o grupal conmigo, consulta la descripción del video above ahora. Gracias por su tiempo y hasta pronto.